Hello and welcome back to Neverwinter Nights 2, where we are still in the village of West Harbor. We'll soon be leaving on the instruction of Dagon to go find his half-brother. And Dagon, I don't know about him. He's an odd and cool one. Let's have a chat with everyone. Good luck on your journey. Good luck on your journey. See if we can still get some stuff while we're here. Bevel.
So, your father sent you off to Neverwinter. As if everything that's happened tonight isn't enough adventuring for one lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that you'll be back soon enough after you reach the city, but most people who leave West Harbor don't come back.
If staying away will keep West Harbor safe, then I fear that's my duty to do so.
It'll be a shame to see you go. We lost a lot of Harbormen to the attack. Hopefully your father's right and there will be no more attacks once the shard is gone. Still, the village will need every sword arm it has. As a member of the militia, my sworn duty is to defend West Harbor. I can't just turn my back on that.
Do you know what I can expect on the road?
Not really. There's an inn north of here along the road. It's the only one between here and the edge of the mare from what I understand. Plenty of lizard folk in the swamp, of course. Just stick to the roads and you'll be fine, though. At least, that's what I've heard.
So, anything you can give me to help me on this journey?
I've got some bandages here, though I hope you won't need to use them. You can also have my share of the loot that we found. You'll need it more than I do.
So we can diplomacy for more stuff, but actually, but let's be nice. That's alright, keep your share of the loot.
Well, if you're sure. Something to remember you by, eh? Wish I could go with you.
Yes, do remember me.
But the defense of the village is important too.
Good to know the village will be in safe hands there, Bevel.
I'll do my best to keep the place standing for you when you return. I want to hear about all of your adventures.
Yeah, I better keep going to get to those
And if you
adventures.
run across the one who killed Amy, stick a blade through his heart for me. She deserves at least that.
Oh, I'll do more than that, and I'll stick something in him for my sake as well. Actually, that did not come out right. Retta Starling, Mummy. Hi, young Bevel's friend. Thank you for bringing my son back home from the bear. Bevel's still rather shaken from the attack and the loss of your friend. I am grateful you were there to watch over him. I understand that you were seen sent to Neverwinter, the city of skilled hands. I just pray you fare better than Bevel's brother, Lorne. Whatever happened to Lorne? He went and fight with the War of Luskan, right? He's never come back. I don't know if he's dead or alive. A lot of soldiers died during the War of Luskan. I just pray he wasn't one of them. Brother Mering says you never give up hope, but it's been such a long time. I just want to know what happened. If he died, it would be good to put him to rest with the rest of the family. Give him an honor and a proper soldier's burial. Have you ever been to Neverwinter Inn? I was born there. I bet you didn't know that. My husband met me at the fair. But I hear during the war with Luskan, a lot of the city was burned down. Don't listen to the old Georg Renfield, though. He'd have you think that every last building was destroyed. But that's another matter. I think of Neverwinter from time to time. I do miss the streets and the river. Streets, that's an odd one to miss. But I suppose when you live in like this type of town, that might be something you miss, like hard and proper streets. Still, odd one. I've never much left the village. Do you have any advice? Always respect the city watch. They guard the city and they're the law. Just mind the lessons that you've learned here. Harbormen are tougher than those city folks. Is there anything you can do to help me with my journey? I'm afraid I've nothing to give. Those creatures pillaged my house thoroughly. Yes, those creatures did that. Yes. Alright, farewell. Brother Mering. West Harbor is safe for now, and in part due to your effort. I'm sorry about your friend. I wish I could have saved her. We could snap her a little bit, because, you know, she was more than a friend to us. Actually, yeah, let's snap her. You could have done more than save her if you hadn't been hiding with the children. I understand your anger, but there was nothing I could have done for your friend, even if I had been there. Dagon mentioned you were heading to Neverwinter. It's a bad time to be traveling. Galen the merchant told us about his journey, and unless his tales were taller than usual, your road to Neverwinter won't be an easy one. I will pray for your safety. The mayor of Deadman is fast becoming more dangerous. So what do you know about my father? Your father? Foster father, you mean? You're leaving us, and I've kept my own counsel on this for years, but you asked? Dagon keeps to himself, and I think it's reprehensible how he treats you. I sense his soul is gravely wounded many years ago. Wounds that heal slowly, if at all. I'm sorry if you weren't raised in a home where you were treated more as family rather than a painful reminder. Oh, I think he loves me in his own way. You would know better than I. One day I hope he breaks out of his state. If anyone is in need of the Morning Lord's lights, it's he. But he spurns me, of course. I have said perhaps too much on the subject. Could we talk about something else? I'm sorry, of course. Is there anything you can do to help me with my journey? I am a humble priest with little to give except the blessings of my lord. Those blessings you have, though. Have you learned anything more about this attack? I'm afraid I know as much as afraid you know as much as I about the attack. Every hour gives no new truths. The Durgar and Bladelings came here for a reason, though, and I fear it is as far from over. So what is making the swamps more dangerous? As the farmers here are fond of reminding me, I'm new to this town, but in my years of living here I've noticed that even the swamp has its seasons. And now it's entering its weary winter. Every morning I greet the dawn and Lathander's blessings are becoming more distant. The swamp's danger is more than just lizardlings and bandits. Something else is stirring in its depths. Do you know anything more specific than vague, ominous things? That's the only thing the Harborman seems to want from me. Answers. And being a priest isn't about answers, it's about keeping faith when answers do not easily come. So yes, why are you teaching the Harborman about Lathander? It's refreshing to have someone just come out and ask it. Harbormen value their privacy so much that I don't know what to make of someone like me, that they don't know what to make of something like me. I am here because the dawn's light touches all men, even here. Each day there's a chance for a new beginning, a new story, a new you. So I came here to spread Lathander's words to people whose lives are sometimes too often shadowed by the fogs of the mare. Have you had any success? No, as you well know. West Harbor seems a fertile crop seems to be stubbornness. Right, well, farewell. That's was with Brother Merring. Let's speak with Georg.
So, Dagon is sending you to Neverwinter, eh? I can't say I approve. If it were a militia matter, I wouldn't send you alone. But I don't have any right to tell him how to raise his child. Can you at least tell me why you're going? Your father wouldn't tell me a thing.
All I will say is for the safety of the village.
You're less cryptic than your father. But not by much. It won't be easy reaching Neverwinter. I've traveled that way once or twice. It's a dangerous journey, especially for one traveling alone. You might want to ask around the village. If you're going to leave, some folks might be able to offer some help.
Yeah, I was already doing that. What can you tell me about the road to Neverwinter?
The road is as wild as a road can get and still be called a road. And that was before the patrols stopped coming. There's only the one road in the Mare, and that leads to us. There's a small inn on the way. Makes most of his trade off adventurers and the like. Galen, you remember him? The merchant? Well, he says the road is even worse than before.
Yeah, we heard that.
Lizardlings and other creatures have been sighted, and in large numbers.
So why did the patrols along the road stop then?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I can say is I wish they'd start up again. Might have prevented the attack on us, or at least given us some warning.
So what sort of dangers are there in the swamp besides lizardlings?
Lizardlings you already know.
Yeah.
Although, the ones around here are the weakest of their lot. So if you see others, expect a tough fight. The swamp beetles and other critters have been more active too. Adar said he saw a whole nest of them not 2 moons back, scuttling around the mare. And lastly, stick to the road. I hear there are spiders, walking dead, and worse, off the road.
Yeah, Walking Dead apparently is quite a problem in the Mare of Dead Men. So what can you tell us about Galen?
He's about the only merchant that comes our way. Does it once or twice a year. And thank Joaquin he does. We don't have a blacksmith, so he sells us what we can't make ourselves. With the way he loves to stop and chat, I wouldn't be surprised if you caught up with him.
Let's talk about something else then.
Of course. Like what?
Are there any stories of the outside world?
So, you want to hear a story? Look out for the swamp elf. You see, an elf never stops growing, and usually they head to Evermeet before they get much bigger than human-sized.
I
But
don't
one of
think
the
that's
eldest
true.
lives in our own swamp. Huge he is, tall as a tree.
Come on, that can't be true. I mean, my foster father is at least half elf, I believe.
It's the truth, I say. This giant elf has been known to hurl rocks great distances, and it has the evil eye. If it ever locks eyes on you...
So what happens if it locks eyes with me? It falls in love?
It turns you into a stone. Not stone, but a stone. Just look around the swamp, and you'll see hundreds of its victims. And just by looking at them, you can't tell if it's just an ordinary rock, or whether it used to be a man. If you listen quietly, late at night, you can even hear them.
You really are the master of stupid stories. Well, your stories are very entertaining at least.
Stories? Just don't look him in the eyes.
Can you give me anything to help me on the journey?
You may not have trained under me, but I've always enjoyed your company. And you acquitted yourself well with the village defense. Here, take this shield.
Yeah!
It's always served me well. And even if you don't use it, you can sell it for some gold.
No, we're gonna use it. Farewell. It is a light shield though, that's actually we can't even automatically identify it, so this must be something rather special. Maybe if it's a +1 shield we might actually use it, because why are we slowed down? I think we're overburdened. These just say, good luck on your journey. So we've spoken with Dagon, we've spoken villager. Yeah, we've looted Levi Johns. Let's speak with Tom at last. He's honestly probably the most knowledgeable and smart one of the bunch here.
This
I can
incursion is
identify
the
our
most
stuff.
noteworthy event that's happened here in years. I had high hopes for Amy. She was a rare find in West Harbor. A shame she failed to heed her first lesson. Always listen to Tarmas. Not that I expect you would understand. But she was the only one capable of holding a coherent conversation with me. Go if you must, but mysteries remain here that need to be answered.
Amy's dead and all you care about how it inconveniences you?
An inconvenience? Bah! I wouldn't expect one of your small intellect to understand. Suffice to say that her loss pains me beyond mere inconvenience.
Does me as well. So you mentioned mysteries.
The swamp has many denizens, most dangerous and all of them particularly irksome. But these new pests are not native. So it stands to reason they traveled through leagues of swamp trails and this odious smell to get here. Anyone that desperate has to have a good reason, so whatever you're carrying, guard it carefully. Anyone fool enough to go through that much effort to come here won't give up easily. I've already lost Amy to their determination.
He puts it the wrong way, but he does seem to care for her. Did Dagon tell you what I was carrying?
Dagon didn't tell me a thing, boy. But right after the attack, you dart off into the swamp, and now you're suddenly leaving. That speaks volumes. It's obvious you fetched something out there, and I'd bet gold that whatever those bladelings were searching for is in your pack at this very moment. But I don't want to know the details. Not to be overly dramatic, but I believe such knowledge could prove dangerous.
Is there anything you can do to help me with my journey?
Help with the journey, you say? Advice. Advice is what I can give. Use that skull of yours for more than a shield. Amy obviously failed to learn this lesson. A fool girl. As functional as the famous Harborman thick-headedness is, it still won't prove much help against, let's say, a lizardling sword or javelin.
If anyone could help me more about this journey, it would be you, Thomas.
You aren't mistaken on that account. Fine, take this. Perhaps it will help you. Perhaps not, but don't bother asking for more. I've already lost an apprentice on your behalf. That's all you'll be getting from me.
So I would like to buy something for my journey.
Very well. I suppose I could always use more coin.
Let's see. Yeah, that's just the stuff I sold him before. Now, specifically, I want him to identify the shield for us. Light shield +1. So that is actually... It's pretty much as good as our heavy shield, but it's lighter. So if we switch it out, yeah, our AC doesn't change, but it is like a lot lighter. So we are keeping that one around. Now, we need to sell some stuff. Probably a lot of these great swords. They are heavy, and we have no real need for them just now. We can probably also sell some short bows and this scale mail. We'll keep one short bow for if we want to go ranged or something. And we are keeping the heavy shield as... Well, if we get someone else along the party, we might want to give that to them. Oh, we also don't know what this is. Okay, that's interesting. And what does it? Light unlimited use, that is nice, but best cure with charges. I'm honestly thinking of selling this one. I will save it up, and if we so, we can sell it later. Honestly, for the rest, we could sell the gems. And then with that, we can probably set off. Farewell, Thomas. I don't think there's anyone else we need to speak to. Let's actually open the map. We need to go back to exit the village. Okay then. Bye there, lady. I would have liked to seduce you, but the greater adventures awaits Denzon. Let's see, what's this? Wheat fields. Oh, Orlan! We haven't spoken with Orlan. So you're heading off from Neverwinter, are you? Just remember, you're a harbor. Don't take no guff from the city folk. We all want to take care of ourselves. We don't need fancy walls to keep us safe. So anything you do, we help me with the journey. I don't care about your fields. Here, take this. All want to take care of their own, not like them city dwellers. You remember that? He has a bit of a chip on his shoulders about city people. If I had more to spare, I would gladly, but after the attack, and with the season we've been having, is the best I can do for you. Alright, farewell. A potion. Well, it's better than nothing. Alright. Won't get much more help, so let us head on out. And we head out to the Weeping Willow Inn. A shame the flirt background really didn't offer much more variation. Normally each background has a lot of variation, but the flirt seems to give the least ones. But it's a good background for Denzon. And it gives him like pain and such at losing his girlfriend to handle
Now
this.
that we're outside, maybe you'd like to tell me what you said again. Slowly this time, so you could think about what you're saying.
You're a small one to be taking this road all by yourself, dwarf. Maybe you've come looking for trouble. Unless you have a little coin to convince us otherwise.
What's going on here?
Nothing that concerns you. This is between us and the dwarf. And whatever coin he happens to have with
Ah, you're robbing him.
You're welcome to try to take it if you're all game. You all can't be frightened of one little dwarf, can you? If you're afraid of being humiliated in front of the stranger here, well, now that's another matter.
We're not frightened of either of you, and it seems to me you need to learn a lesson.
Look, you've got the dwarf outnumbered. This isn't a fair fight.
Outnumbered? Well, I suppose they could bring some more friends if they wanted. That might even things up a bit.
This matter is
Okay.
between us and the dwarf here. It's none of your concern.
Come on. Someone tried to hit me already. Even the newcomer here sees that you're all too afraid to do anything.
All right, I've heard enough of this. Come on, boys. Let's deal with the dwarf and his new friend.
I'm not his friend. Oh, you're going to attack me with a sword, are you? Oh, wow, he's actually getting kind of pummeled. I think you bit off more than you can chew there, Calgar person. So we're not doing that great. So we suppose we should maybe have rested before we headed out on our journey. Oh, they got one. I got one.
Well now, that was a good fight. A shame they had to resort to weapons. But if they have to keep the odds even, can't blame them too much. Name's Kelgar, by the way.
You're insane.
Of the Clan Iron Fist. I've been making my way along the coast for some time now. Stopped in the Willow here for a brief fight.
I'm Denzon Mightheart, and glad I could at least even the odds for you a little bit.
Ha! Even the odds. They didn't stand a chance in the first place.
Well, you look to
Obviously,
get quite
you haven't
beaten up.
heard of me. So tell me, what brings you out along the mare? Roads aren't exactly safe, you know, and they're getting worse all the time.
Oh, nowhere in particular, you know, just seeing the sights.
Sights, eh? I think we've both seen what the mare has to offer in the way of battle, and neither one of us are impressed. I say we step inside the Weeping Willow here and share our stories over a few of the innkeeper's best.
Alright, let's do that.
So then I punched him in the face for asking. And while he was trying to pick his teeth off the floor, his friend decided to add a few choice words about my heritage. So I punched him too. So to make a long story short,
You punched
I
him.
take pride in what I do. Fighting. It's something you can't get enough of, and it's something where there's always room for improvement if you apply yourself, stay focused, and keep swinging. And that's why I'm headed to Neverwinter. I heard there's a house of monks there. A monastery, right? I heard they'll train anyone, just for the asking. Couldn't ask for a better opportunity.
So you want to become a monk.
Aye, that's the short of it.
So this is we're not gonna be racist. So the first choice I wrote it. Why a monk?
Well, as it happens, I didn't always want to become a monk. What happened was that...
Oh no.
Well, look at this. Our next round of practice just arrived.
Okay, well, this is fun. Oh, they're actually going after the civilians. Let's not have that happen. Leave those people alone, you bastards! Uh-oh. Seems that's Kurgan, Kalgar. Yeah, that's his name. Kalgar, don't run!
That's it for me.
Yeah, that's the problem with the AI. They keep switching targets, which is something you really should not do in this rule. You need to pick your targets and finish them like I am doing. Ow! That's 11 damage. Oh, ow! Ow, that's bad! Honestly, I don't know if we're gonna make it like this. Okay, that's good. We have at least taken care of... Do we actually have healing spells? Yes, we do. Okay, we need to heal ourselves. Thankfully, that feat of mobility really helps against those attacks of opportunity. And I guess the party members don't die in this mode. That's good. Okay, I think we saved most of the clientele. Yes! Hurrah! But yes, I saved the clientele downstairs. But this woman is screaming for help. Let's have a quick look and see if we can help her. And actually, now that Kalgar is in our party, we need to give him some better... Does he really have a changed shirt? What's... Ooh, changed shirt. What's his dexterity? Dexterity? He really shouldn't be wearing a changed shirt, honestly.
I would say yes.
He should wear heavier armor. But we'll at least give him, like, the heavy shield. Oh, and he actually does have a weapon. I think your weapon are a better idea here than your fist, Gelgar. And we can use this scroll to heal him up. As well as use these... I'll just use these things. Yeah, sorry, we need to get ready for a fight here if we're gonna do this, lady. Alright, we're ready. Let's save this person. Please, someone help me! There are more of those foul beasts upstairs! They have my husband trapped! I'll take care of him. Stay here where it's safe. You seem to have a knack for finding trouble, Denzon. Well, good to see you are having a great time there, Kalgar. You know your limits unless you can't know your limits unless you push him, lad. And it seems that I'll be pushed quite a bit with you around. We'd best hurry. Don't want those creatures to leave when we get there. Thank you so much, sir. Please hurry. I'm afraid of what those creatures might do to him. Let's save, yes, we must save the beloved husband. Oh. I hear fighting. Ah, there we have them. Oh, and there's more. There they come. I'm thinking of actually this might be a time to actually use one of our spells. Ah, damn, that did not work. That's a shame. Yeah, Kalgar needs... 1, he needs better AC. 2, he needs to be, you know, less stupid. Oh, AC. Well, yeah, there he goes down again. Let's see, there's more. I guess we'll just quickly get him back up. Come on, heal him. Guess you can't, okay. I still hear them. He's singing. Where is the bladeling? Oh. Leave the man alone! Oh. Well, that was not a wise pick on my end, but it worked out. Hooray! And we rescued the husband! Please don't hurt me! Calm down, no one's going to hurt you. You won't hurt me? I should thank you then. Those things were ready to tear me apart when you showed up. Are you Garrett's husband? Yes. I still hear fighting. We might need to handle this quickly. Yes, I cowered on the bed while she ran for help. Is she safe? Your wife is fine. She's waiting for you downstairs. Oh, thank the gods! But is it safe to leave? There are more of those creatures. They've been dealt with, but I had some questions. You can leave. It's safe now. Don't really have questions for him. Doubt he knows much, but I still hear fighting, so there must be some more that are about somewhere. Guess it's behind that door. There we go. Oh, mercenaries. Okay. And there, I think we've taken care of the lot. I think we'll have to end it here for now, as we've gone a little bit long. Next time, we'll talk with Galen, who we just rescued, and see if we can't get some company along the road to Neverwinter, along with Kelgar. So till then...